today to give you another book review, and this is a very exciting book review because I freaking loved this book. Like, you don't even know. I can't even go there. Friggin' loved it. And you're probably wondering, what is this book? And that book is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. And now this is, of course, the sequel to Cinder, which you guys know. I love that book. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, love it. I have a review of Cinder. If you'd like to see it, I will link it up here. So, as per usual with my reviews, I will go into kind of an overview of what the book is about, spoiler-free, moving into what I thought of the book, also spoiler-free, and then I will go into a bit more detail with some spoilers, but don't worry because I will warn you. I will not send you into the battlefield unarmed. You'll be okay. I'll tell you when to turn away. Also, if you can hear Kaya, she's running around the background with her little bone, so she's so loud all the time. So, Scarlet. Now, as you guys know, Cinder was a fairy tale retelling of Cinderella as a cyborg, and this book also continues on with Cinder's story, and then it also intertwines with a new story about Scarlet, which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. Oh my god, I love fairy tale retellings. I think they're my new favorite kind of book. Just saying. So I'm not going to talk about Cinder's continuation exactly, except for maybe a few of the characters in this review until the spoiler part, because I don't want anybody to be spoiled. Scarlet's story is her grandmother has gone missing, and she's been searching for it, and everyone thinks that she's crazy. They say, listen, you know, your grandmother's probably just like run away or killed herself. Get over it. Basically, people aren't being very sympathetic because they think that she's crazy and all this stuff. But Scarlet is determined that her grandmother has not killed herself, and she knows that she's been kidnapped. So this whole story is about Scarlet searching for her grandmother, and of course she meets this man named Wolf. And Wolf is a street fighter. She meets him in her little town at her tavern, and he kind of stands up for her. So she's automatically like, there's something about this guy that I kind of like. Wolf kind of joins her in her journey to find her grandmother, and of course Scarlet's story intertwines with Cinder's, and things just fall together so well. And really, that's kind of the most basic overview of this book that I can give you. Now, you're wondering, what did I think about this book? Of course, you're not wondering that because I've already told you that I loved it so much. A lot of people have been saying that they enjoyed Scarlet more than they did Cinder, like the book in general, and I think that they're pretty, you know, equal playing fields for me. As for the characters, Scarlet versus Cinder, I'm still totally Cinder. Like, I love Cinder. I love Scarlet as well, but there were just a few things that she did that kind of annoyed me, like some of the choices she made, but of course not everybody can make all the decisions that we want them to make. But I still really enjoy the character of Scarlet. There's a few new characters in the Cinder story that are introduced, such as Thorn, Captain Thorn, and I think that he was my favorite character in this whole book. So he kind of becomes like Cinder's sidekick throughout this story, and he is hilarious, he's sarcastic, he's charismatic, and he sounds really good looking to me, just saying. But I think that he was actually my favorite character in this book. For Wolf, I did like Wolf, but I don't really think that he is amazing as a lot of people seem to think he is. If I had to choose between Prince Kai, Wolf, and Thorn, I would still probably choose Prince Kai and then Thorn and then Wolf. There's just something about him that, I mean, he did some stuff that I was like, I don't know what's going through your head, doggy, but down, boy. But overall, I enjoyed this book so much. I really did love all of the characters, and it was amazing. I could not recommend this series enough. You have to go out and get Cinder, and then you have to immediately read Scarlet because you're not going to want to have a gap in between them. And I'm already like so sad that I don't have the next two books because I want them so bad. Like, what happens? It ended just as something really crazy exciting was going to happen. I need some more. Now, everyone, close your eyes, plug your ears. We're going into spoiler territory. Landmines everywhere, look out. If you haven't already read Cinder or Scarlet, then maybe this is where you get off. That sounded bad. This is where you can leave the video, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you again soon. But of course, for those of you who have read it, or for those of you who don't give one flying care about spoilers, please stay tuned because I have some things to talk about. Let's talk about Cinder's story. Cinder gets like this new hand and she escapes from jail, and it's just like so many things happen and it's all so exciting. Like, her new prosthetics are so cool, and The dynamic between her and Thorn, it's amazing. Like, I love it. And I love how Eco turns into the ship. Like, I'm so glad that her character is brought back into the story. Prince Kai is kind of like battling his feelings, so he doesn't know, like, obviously he still has feelings for Cinder, but of course he's not going to admit that to himself or to anybody else. But I think gradually by the next book, it's going to be like, yeah, Team Cinder. I want her to be my wife. Cute. And of course, I can't talk about this book without talking about the fact that Wolf betrayed Scarlet. And not just to mention that, the thing I didn't like is how quickly they fell for each other. I mean, it was literally one day. And I was still kind of confused at their relationship and how she fell for him when he did all of these things. I understand that he saved her life. I understand that, you know, he had feelings for her, but he still, like, betrayed her, and he still, I don't know, I just don't understand how they all of a sudden fell in love. Where is this coming from? What happened? Doesn't happen that fast, does it? I don't know, maybe. I am so excited for the next book when the war is going to start. Like, it's going to be so epic. Also, I'm really sad that Scarlet's grandmother died. Like, after everything that she did, after everything she went through, she gets there and she's already like halfway out the door. That blows. Like, she could have saved herself a lot of agony, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I loved how they put Scarlet in a red hoodie. Ugh, so awesome. So yeah, like, I can't even like put into words all of the things that I wanted to talk about this book, which kind of sucks because I loved it so much, but I just finished it yesterday and all these things are just like still kind of sinking in. All I know is that I loved it, it was amazing, and I want more. If you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it. Leave some comments down below so we could talk about it because I am just so in love with Marissa Meyer. Marry me. Marry me and tell me stories. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, click the thumbs up. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye! Creepy dork squeak. Oh, she's so cute.